The ultimate goal was always to get self-employed and end up buying a small mini excavator and kind of start venturing out doing some stuff. The plan was to go 100% excavating because that's where I wanted to be. But with the 2008 recession pending and having a new guy, there was a lot of competition in our area at the time. I kind of ended up going down the foundation route. I ended up discovering this product called ICF. And become really passionate about ICF. We actually won a couple international awards for some ICF homes we built, but I seen the benefits of building an entire home out of ICF. Most people were just using it for stem walls and basements, and I seen the benefits of building an entire home. Whenever I say an entire home, going from the footers to the rafters, supporting main level floors. And I couldn't get anybody on board to do this, and then I couldn't get any other contractors to come in to finish these things out. So next thing you know, I'm a GC. I'm building houses now just because I want the ICF work. So we go in and do the site prep, put the driveway in, do the septic, pour all the ICF. Well, nobody wanted to follow us, so now we're hiring framers and everything else, and that ended up taking us down the road of building, we call them high-end, energy-efficient custom homes. We built well over 100 homes in a 10-year span. And what ended up happening, not to bore you too much, but I kept the excavating business. It continued to grow. The construction business got out of my control really quickly. And I ended up taking on a partner in the construction business. So the excavating business and the construction business were kind of running parallel with each other. I was still full on the excavating business. The construction business was owned by me and another gentleman, and we were off to the races, man. We only built ICF houses. We become very well known for it. Won some awards for it. I'd like to think we were really good at what we did. We focused on pushing the limit of diminishing returns in an energy efficient home. So basically our thing is we want to make this thing as energy efficient as possible, but whatever you do, whatever money you spend to make it more energy efficient, we want to make sure there's a return on that investment. Right. So many people get down the road of just, spending money to make it energy efficient, but some of this stuff never returns. So we were we were trying to be, how practical can we be? And I don't know if you're familiar with UR, we lived and died by the HERS score. Which the HERS score is basically, I call it the miles per gallon or the gas mileage reading on your home. So if you had a house that scored 0, it's a scale of 1 to 100. So if you had a house that scored 0, you used no energy off the grid. If you had a house that scored 100, you were 100% built to the current energy code. So if you had a house that scored 120, that basically means you're 20% less efficient than you should be. If you had a house that scored 80, you're 20% more efficient than what the code was. And for probably about 10 or 15% more investment on the cost of the home, we could get a house down in the 60s. So you're talking about being, for a 20% investment, you're 40% more energy efficient. Wow. So the cost of living in that home out of your pocket is the same. The difference is you're paying it to a mortgage, which is an asset, versus a utility company, which is a fluctuating debt expense. So it took a lot of educating people to say, hey, your cost, because everybody wants to talk about the mortgage number or the purchase price, right? Yep. Which honestly, what we're doing would be about 15 to 20% more, but you're saving 40% on energy bills, and you got a lot more sustainable asset as far as maintenance and everything goes. So it kind of took a little while for us to get people educated. Once you know how it is. Once you get one person sold and they start bragging about how awesome their house is, then we're turning people away because it went crazy. It was wild.